Well guys, welcome back to another windy, cold downtown Vancouver. I decided to come out and do some street photography today. It's been some time since I've done a video, especially on the street, so I know there's a few of my subscribers there that do enjoy seeing my street photography, so I wanted to put a video together. Now, we have been out over the last few days with the camera. I'm always active with the camera, whether it be out of work or maybe on weekends when I don't feel up to putting videos together, but today I just woke up and I thought I want to get a video, so that's what I'm doing today. Now, no plans today, and that's the good thing about street photography. You don't have to have a plan. It's always going to be different. Even the streets that you've walked many times before, there's always going to be something different going on that street. And that's another reason to do street photography. It's always different, even if you walk the same path time and time again. Now, the thing is with images and explain when you're doing street photography, it can be quite hard because it's reactive photography, so you've got to be ready to react quick. Some of the compositions are set up first and wait for someone to walk into the shot, so they're easier to do, they're easier to explain, because I can talk about the composition and the subject that I'm after capturing in that image. You'll be able to see it's windy today. Now, it was windy the other day, but I captured an image I was really pleased with. There was a lady walking through this part of a shopway. There was some lovely light coming in and her hair was blown in the wind, so it was standing on end, and it was a good way of showing you how you can add motion to your pictures using the elements of the weather. So it's going to be sunny today. It started off pretty miserable. It was raining all through the night, but it is forecast sunshine, those nice contrasty scenes that I want and that I like, so that's what I'm looking for. So here's to a good day around the streets of downtown Vancouver. Great to be back, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. So I've came to the other side of the street and we're getting some lovely sunlight coming up now. It's coming up to my left hand side, and I love the side of this building. Now, what attracted us was the shape on the glass. We've got like a letter G, and it's got a nice big black frame round the edge, and through the centre you're getting that light at the far side. Now, when you stand at a certain angle, you're actually getting reflections of people walking through the centre of that letter G, and that's what I want to capture. So I'm going to underexpose the shot and expose for the highlights. Make sure the edge is nice and dark so the centre really stands out, and it's going to show you how you can use reflections, you can use framing to frame your shot, and I think it'll work out really well. So I'm going to get back, get this shot, and I hope you like it. So I've been walking down this alleyway here, just looking for subjects, looking for interest, and I've came across this alleyway, and it's got some really nice contrast on the walls, some lovely leading lines, so that's what I want to go for. We're getting some really nice light from time to time as well. So what I want to do is I actually want to create a shot where I'm going to use these leading lines on the wall, and I'm going to wait for someone to walk out onto the sidewalk there and capture them in the image. So these lines and the colour and texture of the wall, try and single the subject out, and that's the shot that I'm going to go for. So it just goes to show, just have a good wander about, try different things, go to different locations. I've never been to this location before, so we'll see how we get on. But having a great morning, it really is. It's bitterly cold, but when that sunlight comes out, it's not too bad. So we'll see how we get on. I'll get this shot and I'll put it on the screen above. So I hope you're enjoying the wander around Vancouver. It's a great morning today. We're getting some lovely light now. It really is getting bright from time to time. So I came up into this area here and I really was attracted to the side of this building. Some lovely vertical lines. There's a stairway leading down, and when that sunlight comes out, it really does hit the side of this building. Gives it plenty of contrast and makes any subjects walking down the steps or up the steps, it makes them really stand out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use part of the building to the right hand side of the frame, and then the left hand side of the frame is going to be devoted to any subjects walking up and down this stairway. And once that light hits them, they're going to really pop, and I think it'll make for a nice image. But having a fantastic day, and may it continue. So I'm going to get this shot and I'll put it on the screen above. So this is where I've got planned for an image that I want to try. You'll be able to see how there's some nice blacks and some nice whites, some nice shapes, and you've got some leading lines across the floor. So what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to focus on the area of interest that's got most interest, and when you get that sunlight you get some really nice dark shadows underexposing to make those shadows a bit darker, and then you're going to have the white shapes and squares of the building. And what I want is a subject to walk into the shot, either from behind or coming towards us. Either way it'll work. Sometimes when you don't have the subjects facing the shot, it actually works better because it adds an area of mystery. You don't know who that person is, so that's what I'm going for. But I think it's a great little find. Just got to wait for that sunlight to come out to really make it bright and give us that contrast with those shadows, and we'll see how we get on. So I hope you like this image, and I'll put it on the screen above. So I've made my way onto Granville Street now. I've came a bit further into downtown. Getting some great sunlight at the moment, and I think I've seen a shot that I fancy over the road. There's a guy selling glasses basically over the side of the road there, and what I want to capture is, I said to you in the past about building a relationship up between the subject and the background itself. So what I want to photograph these trays of sunglasses but I want someone getting served with sunglasses on as well, so there's a relationship between the shelf of sunglasses and the person actually wearing the sunglasses. And there's also a guy over there playing some music on a ukulele, so I'll probably try a shot of him while I'm over there, get some video for you. But it's pretty cool, he's doing a good job. So I'm going to make my way over there now and grab the image, and I hope you enjoyed both images. Well, that's if I get to. But I'll try for the guy with the glasses first before he moves, and then I'll grab a shot of this guy playing the ukulele. So I've came a bit further along, not really coming across anything. It's getting a lot later in the day now, it's early afternoon. So what I've decided to do is instead of looking for subjects in restaurants and places like that, because we're getting some quite good light today, I've came to an area of Vancouver where it's known for, you know, you get nice cars driving about. So what I want to do is I want to try a shot on this stretch of road here. There's some really good light, so what I want to do is I want to actually do a pan and shoot. I'm basically going to lock focus on a car and pan at the same time on a high speed burst. Now I normally find that 1/160th of a second is ideal, round about 5.6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the car and the people in the car relatively sharp, but because I'm panning at the same time, the background and the road itself and part of the wheels is going to be blurred, so it's going to give that car motion and the subjects in the car are going to be still. So it's going to be a waiting game, because you know, you don't know when the cars are going to come, and that's what street photography is about best part of the time. You'll find a composition, you'll find an area of light that you really like, but you've got to wait for the subject. So that's what I'm going to do. Now what I normally do when I do shots like this, I look for the clean background. I really want to try and single that car out. I don't want too many distractions in the background, so that's why I've selected this area. If you look across the street, there's a bit of an opening there, so this is a general area where I'm going to be taking the shot. Now when the sun does get bright, I'm going to be shooting round about 5.6, but if it gets too bright, what I'll do is I'll go to round about f8, so I can retain that shutter speed of 1/160th of a second. Now all we've got to do now is cross our fingers and hope that we get some nice cars. Now the good thing about this is something else to do on the street. You know, it doesn't always have to be about subjects and people and restaurants, and you know, it's just something else to try, and that's what you've got to do when you're out. Just always mix it up and try different things. So doing this pan and shoot style shot with fancy cars, you can even do it with motorbikes or anything. It's just another idea to give to you to try out. So I'm going to get back and I'm going to try this shot and we'll see how we get on. So I tried a couple of shots there and hopefully a couple of the shots turned out. Now we didn't get anything fancy like I was hoping. I was hoping for some Ferraris or Lamborghinis, but I was there for a good 20-25 minutes. Now there was a couple of nice cars came by, so I managed to grab a couple of shots. So I hope you liked them and I hope that you took something away from it. It's something else to try on the street. I highly recommend it. Just stand on the edge of the street watching cars going by and practice your skills at panning and shooting. You know, you get that nice dreamy blurry background, you get the car and the subjects in the car nice and sharp, and it gives the car some motion at the same time. So get out there and try it. But it is later in the afternoon now, so I am going to head back home. It's been an absolute blast having you along. It's been great to get back out on the streets, great to bring you another video. So if you've enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and definitely leave a comment below. Let us know your thoughts. I know street photography isn't for everyone, but I enjoy it, and that's the main thing. And if you enjoy it, let us know in the comments. So until next time, from me in downtown Vancouver, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't seen my channel before, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.